Running's a good thing. Yes. Can I
Yeah.
see? So 32 is more than I can see Gray by.
You can see like his light source from the through the darkness,
Okay.
but I would say you can't really see him.
Okay.
It's just kind of like a flickering light ahead of you.
Sure. I don't want to spend mana on just this, but okay. All right, but I'm going to click mana. Okay, this is kinetic efficiency.
All right.
Yeah. It should be much faster in the button clicker. Primary factor is duration. Okay. All right. I can't really see him, but if I use a sentry range spell, can I like target the area around the light?
I mean, it would just be in like if you targeted an area around the light, it would not like stick to him. It would just be in that area.
Okay, well, in that case, I might have to do something I've never done really much before, which is to like aim a spell.
Oh yeah, you could try that.
And shoot it at the light.
Yeah, no, that works.
And then just like for the other target, I guess touch myself. But
Gross.
Okay. Well,
right.
Yeah. So technically, it would still have to be an aim spell for both.
Okay. How does aiming work?
You just subtract any like penalties from the roll, and the spell doesn't go off if you don't succeed.
If you don't hit your target.
Yeah. So I would say obviously Gray's not trying to dodge this. Well, does he know it's coming? I mean, like, I would say he's not really aware of it coming towards him, so even if he was, he couldn't dodge it. So -3 dice for obscurement penalties.
Okay. Okay, so -3 dice for obscurement.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. In that case, it's going to be potency 2. So I will get 7 dice. Four successes.
4 successes. Nice. All right.
Yeah.
So
Kinetic
you hold your hand out and send a little punch of kinetic boostiness ahead. Gray, you feel something like impact on your back, and then like it's almost like your feet activated the nitro boost as you're suddenly going even faster because the 4 extra speed is then multiplied by 32.
Yep.
So yeah, very fast. And then
4 extra.
9, same thing. So
he's still faster than me, but
still faster than you, but you are moving a lot faster too now.
Yes. All right, that's it.
I will say that since you cast on this turn, you'd benefit from that additional pace now.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so yep, that was your guys' turn there. Roll again for initiative.
It was half good. 11.
You're pretty damn far away from it now.
Yeah, it did, however, catch up to us last time, so you know I'm not.
Yeah, I mean you don't really have a concept of like what even
What the hell it even is.
the scope of it.
I can't even.
Can't even right now.
Alright. So it goes first. There is no immediate presence of like it existing around you. But you hear much more distant than before behind you. There is this chorus of wailing, tortured screams that chase you, and I need you to both give me a resolve plus composure plus Gnosis roll.
All right, resolve plus composure plus Gnosis.
Correct.
Composure. Oh.
One success.
Okay.
That's not good.
That's not gonna be it.
Fuck. 3.
Yeah, that's not.
You just lay off with you and your pessimism.
Well, I know it's not gonna be.
Well,
If I roll 8 successes.
well, fine. Just throw it in our face. You fucking.
All right. So you get this like feeling of like hopelessness wash over you.
Yeah, I didn't need help with that.
Well, you get help with that. The feeling of just like inevitable ends and just like you are. This is an inevitability.
Our story is over, my.
So you suffer a -2 to all dice rolls as long as you hear the wailing song.
Okay.
So that's it. That brings it to your guys, or Amadine first. I assume you're going to continue to run, the both of you.
Yeah, try and catch up to Gray.
Okay. Well, Gray,
not-
are you still going at maximum speed?
I'll wait.
Okay, you're gonna slow down a little bit for him to catch up.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then you guys are still running at that speed, which now that you're free of entanglement is hella fast. I need you to both give me dexterity and athletics rolls.
Right. Because forces in its wisdom does not improve your reaction time or coordination. Well, kinetic efficiency, I guess, from coordination. But
4 success.
I got one.
You're still moving incredibly fast.
I got 4.
Probably should have given you a penalty on this, depending on how fast you're going.
Right. Oh yeah. So the first and second pictures, the ones that I made, that I put, is basically combine them, and that's kind of what I assume is chasing us.
The second one's broken. So.
Oh, what? What the fuck ass cock shit? Well, it's just a giant ass sand monster. So,
Oh, okay.
together with this giant fetus baby floating monster.
Kind of like a giant fetus sandworm thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so running forward, you guys.
Oh, I forgot to be -2 dice for healing the wailing song.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Did you do that, Gray?
No. You want me to reroll?
Okay, well, yeah. So reroll with the -2 dice, and then also -2 for speed.
All right.
All
Here
right.
comes chance
Two-
dice.
2 success.
Yeah. Nope.
Nice. And Amadine failed.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right. So the potency of that velocity control is 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you run forward. Suddenly you get this like waft of wind ahead of you, and with it there is this like smell of like just like decay and rot. And then like quite quickly you see a this well, no, yeah, because you don't really see it, but like you see something looming out of the darkness quite quickly, and then just smash face first into it.
Oh, nuts.
Mhm.
Well, because
You're able to kind of like move to the side, and like you trip and stumble as you're and like roll a little bit as you're slowing down, but you do not like hit the bulk of it. You take 1 point of bashing damage, Gray. And Amadine, you take 5 points of bashing damage.
Yep.
As you plow headfirst into a this obstruction, and you kind of like you get the wind knocked out of you as you hit something going very fast.
Ugh.
Ouch.
And as you're kind of like recovering, you're sort of seeing stars. Honestly, you're
Fuck.
probably like stunned for a round.
Fuck.
But you're aware of like corpses surrounding you. Rotten, some skeletal. You ran into a mountain of corpses.
How did you not see that?
Because you guys are going ridiculously fast. Totally blind. And Gray, you
yeah. Through
during the like, collision, you kind of peeled off away from Amadine. So you kind of get to your feet, and you're standing at the base of this mountain of corpses.
Fuck.
You see the ground beneath you is flowing with like pools of like water mixed with like blood and like liquefied flesh.
Oh dear. Water and blood flow towards this place. Yeah.
It's just like pooled up here.
So is this the oasis?
Yes, we have arrived. Ascend into the eternal.
How do... Okay. Amadine! We're here!
You hear a faint call, Amadine, as you recover from your senses and you absorb the bodies surrounding you.
Don't absorb those.
The wailing songs of the tortured creature that was hunting you remains, and it's getting louder by the second.
Right. Well, it comes out of the sand, so climbing body sounds like a great idea. And
Alright.
I will do that as soon as my turn
Alright.
goes.
Yep, so we're kind of more in loose initiative now.
Okay.
Now that you guys have escaped the immediate threat. You're both going to like scramble up the bodies.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So
And I don't know, as fast as I feel I can, I guess, learning my lesson.
get both of you give me another dexterity and athletics roll.
At -2.
Yes. Yep. Still at -2.
So I have 4 out of 7 hitboxes full of damage.
That is okay. Once you fill another one, you'll be at a penalty.
Okay.
I got 2 hitboxes that don't have damage in.
Oh.
Then you're at a -1 from.
All right, chance die coming up.
1 success so far. Or that's all I have.
That is enough.
Nada.
Nothing?
Nada.
Alright. Amidine, so you take a point of lethal damage.
Oh my gosh.
As
What?
you're climbing up, you slip several times and like cut yourself on like sharp protrusions of like bone or like some of the bodies. You're not really looking at them, but they seem to be a variety of different like vaguely animals or like mutated animals almost.
Terrible.
So like claws and thorns are like scratching your arms and legs.
Gross.
But you're able to like group back up with each other and climb this mountain of corpses. And as you do, you hear the wailing song of the monster that was chasing you fade into the background.
Oh, yes.
Seems
Yes.
that you have escaped it.
Oh,
It either did not try to or could not pursue you up this.
We made it.
into the weeping oasis.
That was awful. If I would have succeeded on my spell, it wouldn't even have been a problem.
You would have been going even faster when you hit this.
No, 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 no. Acceleration gives you perfect maneuverability.
Not with the ×5 velocity still.
Well, that may be. So.
I guess I guess it wouldn't have really mattered that much.
No, I was just saying, like, we might have been able to just outrun it by miles.
Yeah. I mean, you could have outrun it with velocity control as it stood.
I suppose, yeah. We were gaining lots of ground. So what?
The only thing that's in this place.
No, no. We are ascending a mountain of corpses. I don't think that thing made them all.
Yeah, so
it might have.
It might have.
you move up to like the point where the corpses seem to be like leveling out a little bit.
Oh, good. From the billions to millions.
Yeah, well, no, I mean like it's more of a flat.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Flat than vertical. And you're able to kind of like slow down a little bit, take something of a breather. Neither of you are feeling super great. All like with the several like open wounds and
Just
like bruises and bumps.
bashing damage mostly.
Yeah.
I have a lot of.
You're mostly just like abrasions from the sand and like bruises from like hands grabbing your legs and wrists and stuff.
I'm all fucked up.
A couple of like a cut on your arm slipping. Yeah, Gray, you got more of they dug their fingernails into your legs a little more. Hurt. So the corpses seem to flatten out a little bit, and they one thing you notice as you continue moving forward, are you still going at a pretty fast pace?
Maybe we should slow down now that we're back into like unknown territory, and aren't being pursued.
Yeah, we're fast-ish, but I don't want to trip over stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing you notice as you go forward is that all of the bodies here, they all seem to be like facing away from the direction that you're going.
What? Okay.
Like and you see several signs of like streaks of blood or viscera or like broken pieces as some of them like dragged themselves along until finally dying here.
Oh, so they were trying to escape
And
what we're going towards.
as you come closer to the summit, the corpses become more and more like mutilated and broken. There are some that are just like half like bisected, or just like bones broken and fractured in like 10 different places.
Terrible.
And you see light ahead. Very faint, just sort of like a glow, like from a bioluminescent plant or something like that. And it illuminates this sort of tall, like it's like a canyon that you're walking along the base of. Two giant cliffs frame this like glowing sort of greenish blue emanation out ahead of you.
Hmm.
And this particular point at which the cliffs meet seems important to you. It's like there's not anything physical that notifies that, but it feels like the threshold of something.
Is this the way out, Sally? Is this the way to connect to another plane?
Yes, we stand before the gates of the Eternal.
The gates of the what? Eternal?
The Eternal. Many more monsters and creatures lie within. They have other prey to hunt than just you.
What are all these bodies doing here? I thought this place was deathless.
This is still the wastes.
If we open this door, will we...
There is no door. It's just like a passage.
Oh, if we enter this, will we be mutilated?
You cannot be killed. No matter what happens to you.
Will my companion be mutilated?
Perhaps.
And wait a minute, that didn't answer my question. That just said I wouldn't die. I could be mutilated and live through it.
If you were,
In fact, you will live through it.
Live through it until you leave the Eternal once again. If you can.
Well,
it is not a place without danger.
I'm up for taking a breather here, and getting rid of some of this bashing damage.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Seems fair. Yeah, just wait a little bit.
Mine is a little longer.
Yeah, you have 4 lethal.
I have 4 deep of the leaf.
Yeah, you got.
And a lot of my
it probably
mana.
wouldn't be a bad idea to like bandage them.
Okay.
Or try. Oh, I guess you're kind of at a premium for mana, so
Yeah.
spending mana to heal might not be
Yeah.
great.
We need to find those wells.
Yeah. I mean,
What is this threshold?
What do you mean?
The doorway, the entrance. Is it like a portal?
It is just like the entrance to like a canyon,
Okay.
and beyond you see a glow of like greenish blue light. Actually, if you kind of get closer and look, you see the ground goes from like this sort of the ground that you can see, amidst the corpses, goes from this like gray sort of slate stone to being covered with this like thick like greenish moss. as like a sharp line at the mouth of the canyon.
Oh, we're getting attacked right there. Just cause.
Yeah.
So you're going to sit and rest here
Yeah.
momentarily?
Yes.
Or do you want to try and tend to your injuries in any way? Or just take a breather?
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Should be noted, you are definitely feeling like human needs now.
Oh,
You're thirsty after running,
really?
and you feel the. I mean, you're tiredness-wise, you're not too bad because kinetic efficiency and velocity control. You're basically having to exert almost no effort to run that fast.
Shift Veil of Moments, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, Villa Moments is still on. Never mind.
There we go.
Ignore what I'm saying. You don't have to eat.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was like. I thought that was
I forgot about
that stuff. Yeah, cool.
that.
Yep, the only thing we need to eat is mana. And boy, do we need. Yeah.
So how long are you staying here? And what are you doing while you rest?
Man. I mean, neither of us are any good at medicine.
No. Mine is a temporary fix. Like I could just get rid of all my hurdy bits for 1 mana, but then it could come back and kill me.
Right.
Yep.
Time Doctor.
Yeah, it's not the best solution.
Or a wound debt.
Dr. Debt.
At least you don't get interest
Right.
on your injuries.
Well, it kind of is like interest because if it compiles onto injuries I already have.
Yeah. But you're not like
Yeah.
gaining more than you originally suffered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just keep taking out more loans.
Yep.
Okay.
Do either of you? Yeah, neither of you have dots and modes.
No.
So I mean, like you could attempt to. This is. I guess you both have open wound.
Yeah.
Like your feet are all cut up gray.
Are they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And your like legs, your limbs in general, not feeling great.
All right. You know what's funny is like my legs in real life were all fucking destroyed and scratched and bleedy from being out in like pricker bushes and raking
Yeah.
and stuff. So I'm like, oh, I just looked to see if they were all still like that. I don't know. It's been a few days. They're starting to heal up.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar effect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that they were like grasping hands with like super sharp, like jagged nails, which is definitely objectively worse.
Yeah, and because they want to kill me.
Also, they probably didn't like clean under their fingernails, so
No.
probably not the cleanest of wounds.
Yeah. I mean, we don't exactly have a ton of fabric.
Thankfully, the absence of life means that there's no bacteria here.
Right. Haha.
Right. So not to be like super boring, but the only penalty I can think of for like just being bored out of our minds and laying here for is that monsters might come.
Oh yeah.
And you have to spend mana to keep existing here.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
All right, there goes my plan. Like Veil of Moments, ha! No. All right. Doing time healing the long way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here. Let's see here. I've got a tie I don't really need, I guess. I like tie it around something if you want.
This would be for first aid. It would be dexterity and medicine.
Okay.
I have higher dex.
I dexterity and medicine. I'm nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got -3. I'd have a chance die for that.
I'd have a regular die.
All right. Well, here's my tie. And
Can you do
I
damage?
mean, what?
Can you do more damage if you fail?
That would be a dramatic. Yeah. But you can, if you roll a 1 on a chance die with that, then yeah.
Well, I rolled a regular die and got a 9.
Sweet.
All right.
I mean, like you can even have like some of
So-
the sleeves of my dress shirt.
For like tearing off like strips of cloth from your sleeves a little.
Oh!
bit
And look, I have a tie as well.
yeah, there you go.
We both
Yeah.
have ties. Man, we're awesome.
You take a rest to sort of cover and like bind the wounds so they stop bleeding at the very least. Well, actually, the Villamons does stop bleeding.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
it does. It
but
just you get the wound and
Yeah. They are not open wounds, which, it's kind of bad to have walk around with that and uncomfortable. Probably won't heal super well if they're like that. And you're not getting blood all over the place. But, so you're able to bind them up enough that I wouldn't say you feel better, but you don't feel, like, worse.
Excuse me. Well, good.
You don't feel like your skin is like pulling apart when you walk. Like when you get a really deep cut and the skin is just like open.
Flapping around.
Yeah, flapping around. And then
That's a mental image.
do you want to try and bind your lethal injury or do anything with that?
Yeah, we're taking the time, I guess.
Gray too, since he has a better chance.
Yeah, we'll let him do it.
All right, what am I doing now? My
I
injury?
do have a wounded.
Oh, that was. I assume that was your injury.
That's what I thought. Like when you said the lethal, I thought you were saying mine. I'm like, but I thought I was all me.
No, Amodine's injury. No. So he has one box of lethal.
Okay, so is the dramatic failure a 1?
Yes.
Well, I rolled a 1.
Was that a chance die or was that a normal die?
Regular die.
Okay, so it's not a 1 unless you
Oh, okay.
choose to spend the beats to make it a 1.
No.
All right, so I mean, you don't do a great job.
Sorry.
You cover it up a little bit, but like
I pat it down. Tap, tap, tap.
wrap the tie around it and close it up, and it's a little bit too tight to the point where it's like painful. So you have to loosen it up a little bit, and then it doesn't really seem that effective to you. But it's the best you could do.
Sorry.
It's better than nothing.
It's not really.
Only just.
It's not. It's really not. 1 sec. I'll be back.
But that probably took like half an hour, which would be 2 points of bashing damage healed. Do you want to wait and rest longer? It's 15 points of bashing, or 15 minutes per point of bashing damage.
Yeah, I'm up for. You said a half an hour so far.
Yep.
I'm up for waiting until all the bashing's gone, but
Okay, so that's another hour and a half, 2 hours total.
Yep.
All right.
And I mean, like, I don't know if a monster comes, then that defines the end of our time when we're running. So.
Yep. So another half an hour goes by and regain those. Oh, another hour total. So regain 4 points of bashing damage.
Night.
All right. Are we dead?
No. You guys are resting,
Hey, all right.
trying recovering Samuel's bashing damage from slamming into the mountain of corpses down below. And he was able to. You rest for an hour and a half. Just taking a breather, massaging those old bones. It is still quite quiet here, but after the hour and a half, you are kind of shaken out of your quiet contemplation of your situation, and you hear a scraping sort of like sound coming from the canyon.
Ooh.
I suppose during that hour, I may have asked Sally. Once we're in there, do you know what our next?
Oh yeah, that's a good thing to talk about during this time. Yeah, so we'll get to the scraping sound in a bit, but let's do this conversation first. So Sally says, once we pass into the Eternal, we will have to navigate the... you will have to navigate the twisting foliage within. There are 3 paths I know of that will lead us closer to the surface of depths. There is the paths of torment that lead to the Inferno, which is a place bereft of all goodness or virtue. I believe the term is hell.
Oh, okay.
That is your... And there is the bitter mire, a foul, sodden swamp that we can descend into, pass through to the pit of Dis, place without light. The third option is one I suspect you will instinctively want to choose. But I would caution you to consider it carefully. There is a place beyond, region within, called the Great Harvest. It is called the Garden of Anwin. Some of your kind created it. They are
It's
known
called
as
what?
The Garden of Anwin.
Onlin?
Anwin.
Onwin, okay. Our kind created it, you say?
Yes, you mages. They call themselves the Kun Anwin. Which is... there is one vowel in the entire thing.
Yeah.
They are a legacy of mages that deal with the lower depths. That is all I know. They would have... while they would have ways to return to your reality, I would not expect them to be immediately friend. It takes a certain kind of person to survive here.
Yes, would seem so. We are only about 10 ticks away from death. At least myself.
Indeed.
Your physical protection won't do me good when my essence runs out. I'm fairly certain.
Such was the fate of my previous master.
Mm.
If you guys want to try and roll to see if you know anything about
Hell?
this Kun Onwin,
Oh.
or any of them, I guess. Yeah, it's probably the most likely to know for you to know about.
Yeah,
Or-
I'll ask about, or I'll roll about that, but then I'll also roll to see if I read anything about hell and, like, back doors or straight up
Yeah.
making deals to get through or something.
So yeah, go ahead and give me an intelligence and occult roll for both of those.
Okay, intelligence. It's not my strong suit. Hayat! Oh, no! God damn it! Throw my dice on the floor. I got 2 successes.
For which one?
Let's go in order. The con armor. Yep.
Kun Onwin.
Yes.
Could also make a academics roll, I guess, on that one. It would give you different information.
Oh, well, I guess I'll do that one then.
You can roll that, yeah. Intelligence and academics.
Yeah, I'll get the occult.
-1 Amadine, just because it's not
Yeah.
your area of expertise.
No. No, I've been in a mage library, 3 times?
And then I got 1 success on the other one, on the hell.
And I got 1 success as well.
Okay, so the Garden of Onwin. Gray, you remember reading the name like at one point briefly. It is a legacy, so a sort of a school of thought that focuses on a particular concept or goal that mages sort of share knowledge of, gives you specific unique powers related to the legacy when you adopt it. The Kun Onwin, also known as the Hounds of Onwin, they dance on the threshold of being a left-handed legacy, which meaning like officially disapproved of by the Pentacle. They're mana thieves, in short.
Okay.
They steal or drain mana from the Fallen Realm and bring it back to the lower depths here, where they grow their garden, which is like sort of they're trying to make like their own world carved out of the lower depths because it's free of paradox. The main downside to this is, of course, the lower depths consume mana, so they need to continually like leech mana off of the Fallen Realm to sustain it. So that's their thing. It's a large organization of mages. From the academics role, Samuel, judging by the lack of vowels and just the general sound, you're pretty sure that's like a Welsh word, or it's either Welsh or Gaelic, and it has something to do with their mythology. Not sure where you would have heard this, but you seem to recall the Kun Anwin is another name for the Wild Hunt, which is a common sort of Western or like European folklore thing. You know, like riders going through the sky, they steal stuff, or like drag people to
No.
whatever.
Sure.
So it's probably just like imagery that this legacy built themselves off of. In terms of your role on Hell and what's going on with that, you have heard some mention of demons and devils existing. You haven't really read into it much, but they are pretty sure that this is where they're from. The infernal hell pits, or the infernal. And sorry, the inferno, not the infernal. You have heard that they can be dealt with. You can make deals. It's generally, I mean, they're demons, so it's generally not considered to be wise to do so.
Yeah, well, we
They
need
can be bargained with.
fucking Dormammu.
Yep.
I'll fucking get him.
I'm here to bargain, and I have infinite retries, so you know.
Yep.
A time mage making a bargain. Yes.
See, the thing is, if you make a bargain with a demon, they'll just agree to whatever, but then like twist it back on you way in the future in a way that like you can't rewind.
Yep. It's like, I would like to go back to the Fallen Realm, and they return us to the universe where that demon thing is still there from the book. Yeah.
Or they just do exactly what you want them to do, and then it turns out terribly in the end anyways.
Oh, man.
Who can say for sure? So yeah, that's kind of the information you know about your choices at the moment. Basically, you have entered into the Eternal. I guess let's see.
Is this the Bone Gate?
Bone Gate?
Yeah.
No, you're still not on the map at all.
Oh. Oh shit! I'm getting a call. I'll be...
I hear that.
Man.
Yeah, no, you're still in the lower depths. You have not yet reached the far shores of the oceans of oblivion.
Ah, nuts. All right, well, mages, yeah, who knows what they're gonna want, or you know, maybe they would just kill us right off the bat.
You got somewhat sketchy mages.
Yep.
Literally hell.
Yep. With fire and brimstone, maybe? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, it's called the Inferno.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, I could probably deal with that.
All right, what are we dealing with?
Just thinking about options. And then you have Dis, which is a place of total darkness, absent, light absent.
Yeah. I'm not super keen on the idea of not being able to see anything, because I mean, well, yeah, then my knowledge could be that bad. Because like, how would we know where we're going? But no, you're a fate mage. We can fix that.
We barely know where we're going half this campaign.
Yeah. Like if we need to find a way out of a place with no light, maybe we can just like pick a direction. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hold hands and all that. Hmm. And then on the other hand, demons will probably deal with us, but it'll probably turn out poorly.
There's no way I dare the fucking a demon to outdeal me and then be able to survive my twisting of fate. There's no way. There's no way. I will fucking wreck a demon's plans. I'm already dealing with the highest form of fate fuckery there is with that one bitch. So you think I'm worried about some small potato demon?
Just keep on adding to the pile.
Right. There is no way in hell that his or its fucking power over deal making. I can get out of that one. I've got 4 spells to break those fucking deals. I just don't think it would work on the mistress thing.
I'm sure right.
See, Sally's got my back.
Besides, once you leave this place, you will be immortal.
Yeah. You let me make all the deals with the demons, and it'll be fine. If we go that route.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be quite the notch in autobiography to say I've been to hell.
Mm-hmm. We've already been to the underworld. Might as well go one step further.
You just dipped your toe into the underworld.
But we've been there.
Oh, with that Spanish ghost dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very, very,
Fucking
very surface.
El Kabong or whatever.
Oh man, that's even someone we could go try and find it.
Once you actually get to the underworld.
Right. Yeah, no, I've been thinking about him ever since we've been getting close. I'm like, man, if we make it to the underworld, we're fucking set. We are so saved.
Implying that you've been getting.
Like, as soon as we ring the doorbell on that bone gate. All right, we're looking for... What's his name? Like,
Don Pedro the Fourth.
mm-hmm.
Don.
What? Oh shoot! But like, at some point here, we're gonna have to intersect ourselves with a timeline.
You've already done that. You've
Oh.
synced up with time.
Oh.
Yeah, you managed to do that with the portal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Yep.
See, I was still worried about us accidentally landing in a universe where everything is terrible.
In theory, you should be able to get back up to the universe you wanted to at this point. It's just you got a long way to go still to get there.
That's comforting.
Mm-hmm.
That's comforting.
We have something
All
worth
right.
living for, Amadine.
Mm-hmm.
We are where we want to be.
Man, and it's encouragement to not, like take a year.
Well,
It's
Yeah.
true.
right. Because, like, now time is back. So, okay. Ever since... Well, we're still in the Outer Realms. But since we made it to the death place or whatever, where concepts are a thing again, did the clock restart now? So now, like, as long as it takes us to get back, that's how long it will be for everyone on back, everyone we know.
You don't know for sure.
Okay. So yeah, if it takes us 2-3 years to get back, it'll probably be 2-3 years in the Fallen Realm.
All right. Well, and with that, into the realm of the deathless.
Well, yes, but and then you, as you're speaking, your rest is interrupted by by the sounds of like scraping and something moving from beyond the threshold of the eternal.
Oh, that's right.
So scraping is coming from the canyon.
Yep.
Nuts.
Like where we want to go.
Yeah.
Nuts indeed.
Shall we go find out what it is?
Yes.
You kind of get up and cautiously approach, looking in. You see a creature crawling towards you.
How many legs does it have?
Does not look like it's in much a condition to hurt you.
Okay.
It seems to be kind of like vaguely canine-like, except for instead of like dog paws, it has more like human hands.
That's awful.
It's its face is sort of like the sort of dog-like snout is like smushed down and like twisted in a weird way, and you see it kind of like open its mouth. It's almost like they just took the snout of a dog, turned it upside down.
Wow.
And it is like grievously injured. Like you see its like spine seems to have been like shattered almost. Like there is you can actually see its like spine, not its vertebrae, like its spine there. And like fragments of like flesh with bites taken out of it are there, and it's kind of like with seemingly just one arm still moving, just like pawing towards you, like making excruciatingly small amounts of progress.
Oh, I see. It can't die in there, so it's coming here to do so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
That's awful. I don't like it. Now, I don't enjoy that.
Yeah, pretty unpleasant.
well, we're gonna walk around it, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So you step over the threshold.
Mm-hmm.
You feel sudden like humidity around you. Like you just step from some place without atmosphere to someplace with. And I guess the entire time you're feeling like a breeze that has this kind of like it's like a sweet rotten smell, like rotting food mixed with flowers blossoming. But as you step across, the thing kind of like the twisted creature sort of like reaches its one functional arm like out towards you, grasping desperately.
Just go over there. We can't kill you.
It sort of like reaches towards you, letting out a faint like.
Damn it.
Does it have like sharp claws or anything?
Its hands seem to be, they're like padded. It does have like fingernails almost that seem kind of sharp. Not, I wouldn't say like talons or claws or anything, but Also, it only has one functional limb.
Well, I definitely cannot save it.